Hi, I'm Angie. Today I'm making blueberry orange scones. I've preheated the oven to 425 and I've greased my baking sheet, and I'm going to start by combining my dry ingredients. In a large bowl I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm adding a 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, about 1½ teaspoons of grated orange rind, pretty much the rind from a whole orange, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm using a pastry blender to combine those, but you can do this in a food processor as well. Now, using the pastry blender, I'm going to cut in a 1/4 cup of butter. And I've just cubed that into smaller squares so that it's easier to incorporate. A 1/4 cup is equal to half a stick or 4 tablespoons. So you just want to cut the butter in until it resembles coarse crumbs. You don't want any big chunks of butter in there. Okay, I'll just set that aside for a second. Now in this bowl, I'm just going to add 1 slightly beaten egg and 3/4 of a cup of plain 1% yogurt. I'll just stir those together. Now I'll just add the yogurt mixture into the flour mixture. And stir it quickly until the flour is moistened. You're making a dough more than a batter. And I'm going to also stir in 1 cup of fresh or frozen blueberries. And you could also add 1/3 of a cup of chopped pecans as well. Okay, once that all comes together, I like to sprinkle a little bit of flour, and I'm going to tip it out and knead it for about 10 times until it's really nice and pulled together. Okay, I'm just going to add a little more flour and roll this into about a 9-inch circle, which is about the size of a pie. Okay, I've got that placed on my greased cookie sheet. Just neaten it up a little bit there. And I'm just going to make indentations with my sharp knife and cut it into 8 wedges. Now I'm just going to brush the top with about a tablespoon of milk. You won't need the whole thing. I'll just sprinkle a tablespoon of brown sugar on top. I'll bake this at 425 for about 20 to 25 minutes. You just want a tester inserted in the center to come out clean. So I'll pop that in the oven and I'll show it to you when it's done. Okay, it's been 25 minutes and the scones are done. I tested them with a toothpick and it came out clean. So you want to serve these warm. They'd be perfect with butter and jam or some clotted cream if you have it. You can cut them into wedges and serve them warm. Thanks for watching, and I hope you try some blueberry orange scones.